Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 15th of July, and on today's podcast, we will be covering an amazing thread from Twitter from 3 days and 3 nights, and it is entitled Epstein's Torture Island. Patriots are asking me to describe what really was happening on Epstein's Little St. James Island. Warning, the theory in this thread will sadden your heart. Guys, this is not here for fear mongering. This is here for actual information that we need to spread outwardly. But before we do so, would you please welcome my new sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey there, fellow digital soldiers. Did you know that every year the U.S. Mint releases new coins into its, in quote, America the Beautiful 5-ounce coin series? This has been running since 2010, and they cover the kind of things that make America great, like our national parks and landmarks. Check out this beauty and the size of this coin. I can promise you it's the size of a tennis ball. It's beautiful. This year, the Mint has chosen to celebrate Lowell and the fight of the Mill Girls. War in the Pacific National Historical Park, War in the Pacific, the San Antonio Missions, and the River of No Return, the Salmon Valley Wilderness Park. These slices of American history and heritage are difficult to get a hold of, and they sell out quick. Incredibly, Noble Gold has managed to secure some, and as an Independence Day special, they are doing a combo of their best-selling Trump 2020 Freedom 1-ounce silver coin with one of the America the Beautiful coins at a discount of $25 for the two during July or until they sell out of these coins. This is a very generous offer, guys, and unbeatable value for such special and rare coins. Go to Trump2020.com and use the code TRUreporting25 for 25% off to secure yours today. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. Before I get into this thread today, I just wanted to let everyone know that I am feeling much better. If you don't know, I threw my back out, which is not fun to sit at a desk and create podcasts. It's really hard on me. Things are getting a little bit better. I promised I would put out a podcast today, so that's what I'm doing. And just want to thank everybody for the well wishes and the get well posts on Twitter. So thank you, and let's go ahead and move forward. So again, this is from @3 days 3 nights. Please follow them on Twitter. They have put together an incredible thread. It's entitled Epstein's Torture Island. Patriots are asking me to describe what really was happening on Epstein's Little St. James Island. Warning, the theory in this thread will sadden your heart. So again, guys, this is not fear-mongering. This is not, I'm not out here to kind of, I'm not an eccentrist. I'm just trying to tell you what is going on. So it says here, Epstein's Torture Island. If you were going to commit the worst crimes against children, you would choose an island far from prying eyes with hills for underground torture chambers that was near a supply of children. Haiti, DR, so Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. That no one would notice if gone. And as we can see here, Little St. James Island is right in the middle of nowhere, right next to the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Epstein's Torture Island. Celebrities would travel by private jet, which will be their downfall because of the flight logs. There is one airport called Cyril E. King Airport, STT, on the island next door. Private jet companies like Wheels Up were flagged by Q for researching. And then we can see here, golf on Vineyard, anyone? Wheels Up, putts down, Wheels Up, WUPS, summer, Wheels Up, summer. And we can check out another one real quick. Really proud to be a part of the 16th annual BTIG Charity Day, a room full of leaders and legends. And we can see who old Slick Willie down there at the bottom. Kenny Ditcher being right there, right-hand man with Bill Clinton, who looks completely out of it, to be honest. Kind of sad. Not really. Wheels Up, and then we see the private jet company here flying them in. Big sponsor of the PGA Tour, by the way. And then we can see here more people that venture there: Epstein, Bill Maher, Bill Clinton. We all know about the red shoes, these death cults that are all involved. They're all involved in everything. The super elite would be able to travel by yacht. This would be much harder to track. Some of the yachts have many subs underneath, and it would be virtually impossible to know who entered, exited the yacht. Any Bahama yacht is now suspect. Bulletproof windows. I know you've seen these type of boats, so have I. Then we can see here the inside compartment. Mini submarine with internal boarding. So you can just take a kid off an island, come up under the yacht. There you go. There's your prize for the day. These sick, twisted human beings. Remember when Olivia Jade was outed for her parents' pay scheme at USC? I do. Did you know she was in the Bahamas that week on a yacht owned by Rick Caruso? Absolutely. We touched base on that on this podcast. The chairman of USC. What if the $500,000 payment was to get Olivia in their club in the kill box? There will be two types of kids brought to the Little St. James Island. Group 1 will be the children of the elite. They will be taught how to perform occult rituals and preconditioned to accept sacrifice as normal. They often wear costumes to desensitize them. Absolutely. The mouse, the horse, the cat in the background. Group 2 will be the kids that are brought to the island for sex, blood, and then sacrifice. These elite hate black people with a passion. They love getting poor children from Haiti, Dominican Republic, and even Puerto Rico. These poor kids think they are going to a better life. Remember, there is a disclaimer at the beginning of every one of my videos, so anyone who wants to say that I'm talking on a tangent that I don't know what I'm speaking about, this is raw information that is brought to me, thus brought to you. So just show respect and just take it for what it is, guys. But we all know that the majority of this is very much true. If you studied spirit cooking, Pizzagate, so on and so forth, it runs deep. Upon arrival at the LSJ, Little St. John's Island, Group 2 kids will be brought in and immediately they will be taken underground by them for weeks of ritual preparation before their sacrifice on the unholy days in their satanic calendar. These dates will coincide with flight logs. Isn't that incredible? That, I mean, in a bad way, but tunnel entrance, yes. And if you've seen the drone footage of Epstien Island, I may put that at the very end of this podcast if you have not wanted to. If you have not been able to see it, so I will leave it at the end of the podcast for you. And there are definitely entrances that you can see where the temple, no longer that the gold dome is there anymore. It was taken off. But, where did that go to, per se? But it looks like these entrances lead right to the bottom of the temple. And the temple is built up on the highest part of the island, the mountainous side. So there's obviously corridors that lead down below. There's nothing really in that room, in that dome, or in the temple rather. It's very small. It looks like it's maybe like a 10 by 10, 15 by 20, something like that. It's very small, 20 by 20. And obviously there's got to be corridors down below. We've seen the tunnel systems. We've seen the hidden cameras that are obviously on children, people awaiting these rooms outside. Very scary stuff. Those will, you can definitely just Google Epstien Island camera. How about that? You can figure it out. This is what I'm talking about, how high up that this temple is on the highest part of the island. Who knows what is winding down through here, if you get my drift. Then we can see here, these are, probably what takes place. Why wouldn't it? We've seen it on Eyes Wide Shut. We know what these people are about. They know they're about age reversing rituals to their demiurge, to their deities, whatever you want to call them. If you want to research deities, you can. They're getting something in return. That is a fact. They're not just doing it to do it. I believe that they can connect with dark entities, as well as we can connect with good entities like angels and spirit guides and our Lord and Savior, right? They can do so on the opposite side of the spectrum. Little St. John's Island has an underground temple on each of the 4 cardinal points associated with 4 different fallen angels. North, I believe this is Belial, earth. South is Satan, fire. East is Lucifer, wind. West is Leviathan, water. This is a $100 million complex for killing kids. These locations are places where sacrifices and other rituals are conducted to appease and or summon these princes, right? Absolutely. So there's a temple on each corner of the island, and this is what they're obviously talking to, right? What they're trying to summon, what they're trying to conjure. One of these 4 temples is shown in many pictures. It looks innocent, but it is actually an elevator shaft and an air intake system for chambers below. This temple had Moloch's owl on the roof of a golden dome before they were destroyed and removed. Now, I've heard that it was Moloch's, the owl that they worship at Bohemian Grove. This does not necessarily look like an owl. It looks more like a parrot. So again, this is obviously you can see way up here. This is a very big statue. It looks like it's a good 3 to 5 feet. And then we can see the tunnel system right here leading directly into this weird, this writing. It's obviously a temple. The same, if you look at Ellen DeGeneres' show, the same background, the palmetto trees, the temple coloring, the lines, everything. It's all the same. Has she visited the island? I'd be willing to bet my last dollar she has been there. In the very center of the island is a 100-foot wide sundial. Below the sundial is where the tunnel branches off into 4 cardinal directions to each temple. If you zoom in on the sundial, you can see their rape rock for midnight sacrifice. Jesus, I didn't even know about this. A rape rock? Maybe. That's terrible. Next to the sundial was a rectangle surrounded by mounds covering by a tarp painted to look like a tennis court. To fool Google Earth. We know now this was actually a cover over a huge outdoor sacrifice pit. And you can see the before and after. I can just imagine right here. I can just imagine people gathering around the inside of the walls of this thing and doing what they want to do. You know, right there's no trees. There's nothing. I can visualize this. It's giving me chills. It's sickening, to be honest. In conclusion, we know the Q team had to first shut down these horrible global trafficking destinations and secure the release of as many kids as possible. We the people were not ready to believe this was true in 2017, but Q woke us all up. The face when the Epstein's flight log is released, right? When they have these flight logs, these people are going down. I've said this time and time again, right? Jeffrey Epstein, sex bookie, the pedo whisperer, right? These are sick people. And again, my friends, at the end of this podcast, before I say anything about that, please follow 3 days, 3 nights at 3 days and 3 nights. At the end of this video, I will show you the drone footage. If you have not seen that, it is amazing. It's probably 4K. The clarity on it is incredible, and you can see everything from the tunnels to the covered up tennis court. It even flies right up to the windows of the temple. You can see right in there. Obviously, it looks like an elevator shaft. What else would it be? What the hell is it doing there? It's very sick that the elite bring their children in there to basically bring them into the lifestyle, indoctrinate them into murderous human beings. Are they even human? I don't know. Are they archons? Are they demons? Have they replaced the soul with a demon? I don't know, because I don't know anyone who could ever do such a thing to a child, and it's sickening to think about. My friends, if you found this informative, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting, and don't forget to leave a like. The more likes this video receives, the more times that it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. Also, if you want to donate to this channel and keep it afloat, there's a PayPal, a Patreon, and also a P.O. Box if you would care to send it that way. There is also a True Reporting merch. We had just released that a couple weeks ago. It's doing fantastic. If you didn't know about it, you can definitely go there. There's tons of stuff there, from coffee cups to t-shirts to hoodies to blankets, posters, whatever you want. My friends, take care of one another, be kind to one another, and I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.